Welcome back to Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. We're coming to you live inside the LLH Healthcare Advantage Center, our podcast studio. Roger Hoover, pleased to be joined by Alabama left-handed pitcher Matthew Heiberger, a very valuable member of the Crimson Tide pitching staff this season. And Matthew, roll Tide, man. It's good to see you.
Good seeing you.
How's the season going for you so far as you kind of find your role in the bullpen?
It's going good. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to find my defined role, just coming out the pen and getting the most valuable innings. But yeah, I would say it's going well.
Do you like the fact, too, that a lot of that is valuable innings, and sometimes that can mean 2, 3, 4? I mean, you can be extended as much as possible, or you're coming in to face a couple of key, like lefty bats or key outs at the end of a game. Do you like that flexibility?
Yeah, I like the flexibility. I mean, it gives me opportunity to pitch twice a week at times. Sometimes go in, throw 5 pitches on a Saturday, and then come back and throw 40 on Sunday. But yeah, I like it.
That's really cool. And then for you, looking back to when you first started your time at Alabama to where you are now, what do you think's changed the most about you as a pitcher?
I would just say my maturity. For me, it was just learning how to honestly pitch, learn how to pitch other than just be a thrower, and just learning the key details to that, I think, is a big part.
And you've had one pitching coach during your whole time here at
Yes,
Alabama,
sir.
and Jason Jackson. Just how much does he help you in game, and all the work you guys do in the side sessions, bullpen, things like that?
He's the man. He's very, very detailed, and he's always looking into you as like an individual, and he's always finding the things that he can tweak with. But he's the man.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he keeps you guys positive. The catchers, I imagine, do a great job of that as well.
Oh yeah, our catchers are unreal. They work their they work their butts off for us, and I would say we have one of the hardest working catching groups in the country, I would say.
You really do. Of course, you knew Will, you knew Brady Neal going into this season. How about getting to know John Lim?
He's a character. I'll say that. He is a good locker room guy. He's funny. I mean, Australian. I've never met somebody from Australia, but he's a funny guy. He brings up the vibes at times. Most of the time, he's a good guy.
And he hits the ball hard. Did he ever get you a little bit in fall ball or preseason work?
I was out for most of fall ball, but I think he might have gotten me once or twice in the preseason, but not that I can remember. But he smashes. He's good.
He really is. So let's go back to the start of your baseball journey. First of all, tell us where you're from.
I am from Birmingham, Alabama.
Did you grow up a Crimson Tide fan?
I did, yes, sir.
That's good. So was this kind of the dream all along, or did you play any other sports and thought maybe you'd go down that road?
I was going to come to Alabama regardless of the outcome, if it came with sports or just education of school. But I grew up playing basketball all the way throughout high school, but I was committed here going into my junior year of high school. So I always knew I was going to come here.
How exciting was that, knowing that was kind of always the plan, but still sometimes that phone doesn't ring from the other end. But when Alabama says, yes, we do want you, I mean, how meaningful was that?
It was unreal. They talked to me early in high school, probably halfway through my freshman year. And I just took the process slow, but in the back of my mind, I always knew I wanted to come here. And it was a truly blessing. I mean, I'm truly blessed to be here and for the coaches to give me the opportunity to come here, and I'm grateful for it.
Of course, Jason Jackson was on the staff that recruited you, and then there was a little bit of a change as you're getting ready to come here. Right. How'd you kind of navigate that, getting to know the new coaches as well?
For me, it was just kind of just trusting JJ. I had a really good relationship with JJ, and JJ said the group of coaches that were coming in were very trustworthy and good guys, and he was 100% right. The coaches now are awesome, and now I have a great relationship with them. They care for us, and they're great.
They really are. And again, they pour into this program. Part of the development is not always, though, when you're here in Tuscaloosa on campus. Some of it is in the summer. Tell us about your Cape Cod Lake experience that you had last summer.
It was fun. I lived up in Harwich for about 7 weeks. I got up there the second week of July, left about the second week of June, left the third week of July. It was a good experience. Get to meet a bunch of new people from around the country, and it's the best summer baseball there is. Very good competition day in, day out, and it was a really, really fun experience that I was blessed to be a part of.
Of course, you're pitching at a high level in the SEC already. Did you meet some guys around the SEC maybe you'd faced before, any of your teammates, things like that?
I met a couple of them. I didn't have any of my teammates. I was only Bama guy up there or coming in with transfers and stuff. But I met a couple kids from South Carolina. Met a bunch of just dudes. I mean, they're a bunch of good guys. I just love playing baseball, and they're just good to be around. And you just learn things from them from being around them for so long up in the summer.
How about that small town New England, like beach town vibe? Did you like that?
It took me a minute to get used to, but I did enjoy it. I really liked the food. The food was really good for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, but they got some good food. But it was different. I mean, I lived up in the Cape. I lived on a farm Yeah, so it was kind of a change of scenery, but it was fun. It was a different type of thing, but I'm glad I did it.
So you lived on a farm with a host family, I
Yeah,
imagine?
I did. It was me and two kids from Florida, and then we had like Tyler Bell from Kentucky lived with us for a week, and then we kind of had like a rotating another roommate for like the rest of the Cape.
Now, did that host family have a good history of sending guys to the major leagues? Because that is the thing.
Yeah, they do. Ian Happ had stayed there. Josh Donaldson had stayed there. I can't remember who else had stayed there, but just it's been a bunch. And then they've been hosting for around 20 something years. So yeah, there's a history in that house apparently. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, that's good. You got chosen for that one. Definitely, that's cool. So you get to use that experience again and success against some of the best hitters you'll find in college baseball, amateur baseball. How'd that kind of fuel you as you got ready for this year?
Just being able to just always play the best competition, and like the SEC, you're always playing the best competition. And so I kind of took it from treating summer ball almost like it's SEC play, and just so to bring it into SEC play, it's nothing too big for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. And then for you as a left-handed pitcher for the Crimson Tide, tell us about your pitches, and when you're having success, what are they doing to the hitter?
So I throw a four-seam, a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and a splitter. For me, it's just being able to command the zone, just getting in there and competing, getting ahead 0-1, and just not really falling behind and just sending it. We have a sign that says crash and burn right before we walk out, and just go out there and just send your stuff. That's kind of my big mindset for everything.
That's really good. And for you coming in from the bullpen, now, how much does it take you to get ready in game to be locked and ready to go for your on-mound warm-up and then pitch?
For me, I can kind of flip the switch kind of quickly. Like I'm big. I joke around, mess around, but when it's time to be serious, I can flip it and then just go straight business. It's just when I start stretching, moving around, I kind of just click and flip in that mode, if that makes sense.
How much you've enjoyed playing here in Tuscaloosa? We mentioned you grew up an Alabama fan. Your family getting to be around, friends getting to come to a lot of ball games. How much has that meant to you?
It means a lot. I mean, my parents get to come to every single home game. That I get to see them a lot, which is awesome. It just truly means a lot, just being able to wear the Crimson Tide every time I go out there. I love Alabama. I'm truly blessed.
What would you tell about our fans that this group is capable of over the next few weeks?
I would just say be patient. Time's coming. I mean, we're not on a hot start right now, but we're gonna keep pushing, keep grinding every single day, and it's just be patient with us, and we're gonna be just fine.
I look forward to seeing it. Well, Matthew Heiberger, a great start to the season for you. Just thank you for your time with us on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide.